Okay, here we are with the longtime trainer of Andre Ward, Mr. Virgil Hunter. They call you old school trainer. What do you think about this new trend in getting strength and conditioning coaches?
I think there is a place in boxing for strength and conditioning. We have our own strength and conditioning work that we do. We do it at a different time, but it depends on the need for the boxer and what parts of his body that need strengthening. I mean, even in the old days, they had strengthening techniques and tactics that they would use. So there's a lot of things available to you. I think that you should use the one that's best for your fighter, be it weights or be it some of the stamina apparatuses or some of the the correct dance class if you need to use it. So I am an advocate of it. I just don't think that it should take the place of being in the gym and in the gym the ring strength that's necessary to box.
Many fans and pundits were very surprised that Andre was the stronger man in the ring when he fought Kessler. I guess it has something to do with your preparation.
Well, if people would have really done their homework on him, they would have realized that when he won his gold medal, he only weighed 167 pounds. He was really a middleweight fighting against light heavyweights, and that he never was pushed around or bogarted. I think what they don't realize, particularly the other fighters when they get in there, his physical strength is enormous. And physical strength has nothing to do with punching power. It has nothing to do, most people relate physical strength with punching power, but he has physical strength that easily translates into stamina. He has stamina strength where he can continue to impress his will on it. And that's what he possesses.
Okay, Andre, many now say that he's a man that's very hard to beat because he fights inside, outside. He's a good defensive fighter. He's a good offensive fighter. What do you see as his weakness, and how are you working on it?
Well, I can't classify anything as a weakness. The only thing left to do is to continue to get him more fights. He's only has 23 fights, I believe, 22 fights. So he's a young fighter. Everybody that's in this tournament, with the exception of Andre Durrell, and even Bika and Alan Green had almost twice the fight. Kessler had twice the fights. I think Arthur has twice the fights. So they have much more fight experience than he does in terms of the number of fights. So if I had to say anything related along the line of weaknesses, I would just not say he has certain weaknesses, but I would say the number of fights. Of course, there are things that can happen in a fight that will reveal a weakness that I might not even see right now. So weaknesses are to be revealed sometimes. I might see something that I hadn't ever seen before and that I can translate it to a weakness. So far I haven't seen that, but if I do see it, and I will definitely not hesitate to characterize it as a weakness so we can strengthen that area.
Okay, two more questions. Your comments to Arthur Abraham about his promoter not having confidence in him. Is it a ploy to shut his confidence, or is that what you believe?
Well, I meant that because I know it's true. If you look at his personality from the beginning of this tournament and up to now, he's rather subdued now. And when your coach calls you a coward, that spins a whole lot of things into motion. So I don't think his coach called him a coward and they just left it at that. I'm sure there's been a lot of backroom discussions, and there have been discussions that have carried on. They gave him a fight in between. The statement for that fight was to instill confidence in him. So if I'm telling you, look, I want you to take this fight because I want to build your confidence back up. What I'm actually telling you is I don't have no confidence in you. So they can't deny that. They have no confidence in him. And I'm sure that when he's alone, he's wondering the same thing. And he's wondering correctly, and I just wanted him to know that. Because it's important for him to be himself. But they were rather rude. They let me finish. They took it out of context. They took it as me being antagonistic to him. And I felt compelled to let him know I respect you enough. I don't want to, if we win, I don't want to beat that non-confident fighter. I want to beat the one that was confident, because that lets me know we beat the real Arthur Abraham.
Talking about confident Abraham, do you have any concerns about him in the fight on Saturday?
Of course. This is fighting, and anything can happen. So, the whole camp, anybody we fight, I have utmost concern about. So, he has my attention, he has my respect, and he has my concern.
Thank you very much. Good luck.